Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys another Pick 4 lottery video. And today I want to share with you an example from Maryland. Some of you guys are using the 1, 2, 3, 4 rundown, and I want to share with you how this one key digit number, looking in a particular area, can really give you guys some hot patterns. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure you take your pen and paper, jot down some really cool notes, and pay attention to this special key digit. All right, so let's start with March 5th, midday. The hit was 9696. All right, the first thing we have to do is we have to put the rundown together. So we have to literally add each of these numbers down the columns. So for the first column, we're going to add 1 all the way down. So 1 plus 9 is 10. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. And 8 plus 1 is 9. So when you get to your last digit, make sure the number you start with is the number that you end with. Okay? Then you would add the second column all the way down, the third column all the way down, and the fourth column all the way down. Once you get your grid completed, I want you to pay close attention to these key digit numbers. And the reason why they're key digit numbers is because I noticed with these particular numbers, depending on the state, the rundown that you use, they're producing some hot patterns of numbers, okay? So the key digit that I want you guys to make sure you're paying close attention to are your 2s and your 7s, okay? Sometimes they'll be on the left side in double form, like your 2, 2 or 7, 7. And sometimes they'll be in mirror form, like your 7, 2 or your 2, 7, okay? You'll see different forms, all right, depending on what's going on your left side. So now let's look at our left side of the rundown. Let me go ahead and get my highlighter here. And I want you guys to pay close attention to this. Now watch this. On the left side, you see a double 2, 2. Further down, you're going to see a 7, 2. Please highlight that. Okay? So once you have your key digits highlighted, again, they should be together in some type of form. So these are doubles, double 2, 2. And then now we have the mirror 7, 2. And I want you to pay attention to both areas, okay? Now your doubles and the mirrors. Let's talk about the mirrors. 7 and 2. They're actually the same number. They're just opposite, okay? So when you're dealing with key digits, pay attention to your mirror numbers, all right? Now there are other mirror numbers that you're going to need. And matter of fact, halfway through the rundown, all of the numbers become mirrored numbers, okay? So let's talk about some of those mirror numbers. 0 could be a 5 or 5 could be a 0, okay? You may see that. A 1 could be a 6 or 6 could be a 1. In this case, we have 2 could be a 7 or 7 could be a 2, okay? 3 could be an 8 and 8 could be a 3. Finally, we have 4 could be a 9, and then a 9 could be a 4. So pay close attention if you see any of those mirror numbers, okay? They may be helpful on how you select your numbers. But with the key digits, again, pay attention to these particular forms, all right? Especially if they're on the left side of the 1, 2, 3, 4 rundown. Now, here's the kicker. I noticed with the second column, will have the first 3 numbers. They can always switch it for Maryland, so you have to be careful, all right? So this is what I mean. Let's see if I can get my other highlighter here. Okay, let's look at this 2, 2. Notice the second column, if you go straight down, you see the first 3 numbers, 4, 6, 8. So I would write 4, 6, 8 down. Now I notice any of the other numbers would be possibilities for them to play with to add the 4th number. But right now, we'll just stick to what's across on the first row. So 4, 6, 8, 3 possibly. 4, 6, 8, 1. Okay? And again, if you feel like using other numbers, be sure to do so. When you're first trying out this method, I want you guys to just practice on paper first. I don't want you to go to the store, start spending money. I want you to understand how to predict your numbers when you're seeing these key digits, okay? The next thing I need you to do is, remember we said after a certain point, those numbers are going to be mirrored. So we need to look at the mirrors because they may not want to choose numbers from this particular area. They may go to another area. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and extend our rundown. You notice here, I see the first two numbers, but I need that third row. So I'm going to add that in. 0820. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and add those rows there, or that row. And then we're going to do the same thing. Now the second column, the 468 doesn't change. Notice that, right? I'm going to write that down. And then I'm going to write the first number to the left, which is 8. And the first number to the right, which is 6. Okay, 4, 6, 8, 6. Let's say I held on to those numbers. And again, feel free if you think other numbers that are hitting in that area may hit with it. But if you held on to this number for a few days, 4618 hit March 8th midday. Just like that. Amazing. Amazing. All right. So where's that number? 4681. Right in this area. Okay. So make sure you guys are paying attention to your key digits. They can be very helpful. Why? Because you're not going to see these every day. So you want to be mindful when you see them to keep track of them. Okay? We had it happen again. Let me show you one more. Bring this all into you guys. Okay? All right, so let's go to March 6th midday. The hit was 0331, and by now we already know how to count out those rundowns. Yeah, Miss Florida, you the bomb. I so appreciate y'all. So here's the deal. Let's go ahead and look to the left side. We're going to look at those key digits. So what are those key digits again? Okay, 2 and 7, 7 and 2, 2, 2, or 7, 7. Look on your left side if you see them together. Okay. All right. So we see the 2, 7. Okay. And we see the 7, 7 this time. Okay. Okay. All right. So we see our key digits. Again, they're not going to be on every rundown. You may not even see these for a couple of days. We're going to stick to the pattern. We're going to just duplicate the same pattern. We're going to stick to the second column. So under the 2, 7, we're going to go down 3 numbers. 913. Okay, 913. I'm going to go 3 to the first or to the left. 913, 2 to the right. Okay, and again, feel free. They may switch things up to play other numbers around. Okay, you have to make sure you do study for that. Now let's go to the double sevens. Again, the numbers don't change in the second column, but the other numbers on the sides of them, they do change. They mirror. So we got 9137, 9138. And let's say you held on to those numbers for a couple days. Well, actually, this one came much quicker. This was one day. March 7th evening, the hit was 9313. Look at that. Amazing. Oops. 9313. I used my pink, but that's okay. There we go. March 7th evening. So, key digits can tell you a lot about your state and patterns. A lot of folks are really loving them. I like them too. So hopefully they will help you keep your eye on certain digits to hold on to. Sometimes they come the next day. Sometimes you do have to hold out for a few days. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, I hope this is helpful. Marilyn, if you guys have any comments, let me know, and we'll see you guys on the next video.